Hi, I'm Dawn Vallandigham. I'm here today representing the Spins retail team, and I'm lucky enough to have Monica with me. Monica, would you introduce yourself quickly?
Sure. I'm Monica Maldonado. I'm a retail director here at Spins. I've been working with Spins for 3 years, and I work with retailers every day.
Great. Well, I know you're going to be able to answer this question then. So, with COVID happening, a lot has changed, but what we know for sure is that our retailers keep asking for market trends and innovation. And I'm kind of curious, like, why do you think that's so important? Why are they continuing to ask for innovation during such an interesting time?
Yeah, well, I think, trends are all about the shopper, right? It always goes back to the shopper. And as everybody knows, shopper needs are always evolving, we're always changing. I think with COVID, shoppers really now more than ever are very educated and focused on their health and wellness.
Mm,
So I think, for retailers, being informed on those trends and what's happening in the world, but most importantly, staying ahead of the trends is how they can stay relevant with their shoppers.
right. That's a great way to think of it. Yeah, it's almost like it's never going to be the same. We have COVID and then there's post-COVID. And so, you think about how people thought about their assortment before COVID and how they'll forever think about their product assortment going forward. You nodded to the fact that they'll have a little bit more of thought of health and wellness. How do you really think these trends are going to influence assortment going forward, from this point forward?
Well, so, trends and innovation have always been key for product assortment. I think the right product assortment is going to meet the current needs for those shoppers. It's also going to provide shoppers with options for newer items that they might have heard about. They are hearing a lot about new products as well right now with COVID. Um, but it also gives shoppers the opportunity to discover products that they didn't know about and now fit their lifestyle or their diet or whatever they are trying to do with their health and wellness goals.
How do you think Spins helps retailers help their customers with with finding those products?
So Spins is very unique in that we can stay ahead of those trends, right? As I was mentioning, it's all about identifying what's emerging and what has also potential for long-term success. Because at some point, those products that we are buying right now and those trends are going to become staples. And
Mhm.
so just staying in front of the trends, understanding what new products are out there, understanding the benefits as well of those products for the shoppers is how retailers can impact and implement those changes in their assortment.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. We are all very used to having all of these trade shows that people would go to and find all this innovation. How are they going to find this innovation without these trade shows and partnerships and travel and really going city to city and kind of looking in these stores? How is your retailer? I mean, the retailers you work with, how are they going to find this innovation?
Well, I think there's multiple ways, right? There's a lot of things that have changed in the industry and it's adapting. But I think, from a Spins perspective, we have the ability to help just from a sales perspective, understand what products are coming out, right? And what products are starting to really be and differentiate in the mix of products that are out there. So just looking at what products are selling, it's a great indicator of what is the next trend and what is happening. What are those shoppers looking to start, expanding on those attributes that are available through our data.
I'm kind of curious, Monica, is there any product you're buying more now over COVID for your family or for yourself than maybe you bought prior to as you think about health and wellness for your family?
Um, I would say probably more vitamins, especially for my kids. I'm really bad at just having the discipline to eat vitamins every day. But now with all that's happening, I think that has changed for sure.
Yes, I think we all have something. Well, thank you so much for joining me with the Retail Minute today. I've really enjoyed our conversation.
Thank you, Don.